Goldie Hawn's longtime partner, Kurt Russell, has been given a terrible illness that has shook their lives. Many people are worried about what will happen next in their long-lasting love story because of this sudden health problem. What will Goldie do when she has to say goodbye to the love of her life? It was meant to be for Kurt Vogel Russell, who was born on March 17, 1951, in Springfield, Massachusetts. He had a famous actor father named Bing Russell and a dancer mother named Louise Julia. Kurt has English, Irish, German, and Scottish blood, which makes his life even more interesting. He grew up in Thousand Oaks, California, with his three sisters, Jill, Jamie, and Jody. Even when he was young, Kurt loved sports, especially baseball. During elementary school, he played baseball in Little League. He continued to love the game in high school, where he played second base for Thousand Oaks High School and graduated in 1969. His dad, Bing, had also played professional baseball, so it was something the whole family did. His love for sports was so strong that his sister Jill's son, Matt Franco, also became a successful baseball player. Kurt didn't just play baseball when he was young. He also felt called to help others. He was in the California Air National Guard from 1969 to 1975. He was in the 146th Tactical Airlift Wing. He was very dedicated and committed while in the Air Guard, which was similar to how he was in his playing job. Kurt started playing when he was young and quickly became famous as a child actress. It was a small part in the movie that didn't call him by name. At the World's Fair, he kicked Elvis Presley's figure in the leg, which people will remember. This small part set the stage for many guest roles on major TV shows at the time. Kurt got a guest part on the 1963 season of the ABC show R, Man Higgins, which starred Stanley Holloway. It didn't take long for him to be cast as the lead in the ABC Western series The Travels of Jamie McFeeters because of how talented he was. This part, which was based on Robert Louis Taylor's Pulitzer Prize-winning book, showed how good an actor Kurt was at winning people over. Guest parts on hit TV shows helped Kurt's career keep going strong. In The Fugitive, he played the son of Police Lieutenant Philip Gerard, who was taken by Dr. Richard Kimball by accident. The way he played this complicated role showed how versatile he is becoming as an actor. He also played roles in The Virginian and Gunsmoke, which showed how good an actor he was by showing how involved the stories were. Kurt played Jungle Boy in an episode of Gilligan's Island when he was only 13 years old, which is another important job he has done. He was a popular young actor in Hollywood because he could play a lot of different parts. When Kurt signed a 10-year deal with Walt Disney Productions in 1966, his career took a big turn for the better. This deal made him even more of a Disney star in the 1970s. Following Me Boys, his first movie for Disney, made a big impact on both moviegoers and people in the business. Walt Disney said that Kurt would become a great actor, and that prediction would definitely come true. Walt Disney wrote Kurt Russell's name on a piece of paper as one of the last things he ever did. This shows how important the young star was to the I and company. This moving moment marked the start of a good friendship with Disney. In Willie and the Yank, the Mosby Raiders, where he played Private Willie Prentice, Kurt played a number of roles. In some areas, this part was shown in theaters as Mosby's Marauders, which shows how versatile Kurt is. Even after he left Disney, Kurt continued to guest star on many TV shows, always making an impression that people would remember. He played many parts. As Quano, the son of an alien ruler, in The Challenge after being in Lost in Space. Kurt met Goldie Hawn, who would become his wife, while shooting the one and only real original Family Band. This meeting was the start of a friendship that will last a lifetime, on and off the screen. It didn't take long for Kurt to become a popular Disney star thanks to movies like The Horse in the Grey, Flannel Suit and Guns in the Heather. As long as Kurt Russell kept making people happy with his Disney movies, his star was sure to rise. He went from being a kid actor to a main man when Disney gave him his first major part in the movie Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. This movie was a hit. And Kurt showed how well he could combine fun and charm. His success continued with The Barefoot Boss, which made him an even more bankable star. In 1971, Kurt did something big that was not part of Disney. Being in Fool's Parade with James Stewart, he showed a darker side of his acting skills when he played a young thief who got out of jail. In the same year, he made a memorable Guest appearance on Room 222 as a good-hearted high school student who dressed up as Paul Revere to warn people about pollution. These parts showed how versatile Kurt was and gave us a taste of the wider range of characters he would go on to play. Disney was still a big part of Kurt's work, though. He was in a number of hit movies, such as Superdad, Now You See and Now You Don't, and Charlie and the Angel. These movies made him look even more like a beloved Disney star. Along with his acting career, Kurt followed in his father's ways and followed his love for baseball. He played switch-hitting second base for the Bend Rainbows and the Waller Islanders, two minor league teams for the California Angels in the early 1970s. His baseball future was looking good until he got hurt at second base and tore his shoulder cuff. That was the end of his professional dreams. Thanks to this strange turn of events, Kurt had to go back to acting after his accident. Hollywood would soon be thankful for it. In 1974, Kurt played the lead role in the highly praised ABC show The New Land. Even though the show got good reviews, it had trouble with ratings and was pulled after only 6 episodes. Kurt went back to Disney and starred in The Strongest Man in the World without being upset. He had another big hit that kept his star shining bright. In the 1979 TV movie Elvis, Kurt played the famous Elvis Presley. This role was the turning point in his career. He was nominated for an Emmy for this part, which marked the change. From a Disney star to a major Hollywood actor. This movie was the first of many successful projects they worked on together, which led to a string of famous parts for Kurt. As Kurt played different parts, his flexibility continued to shine. He played the lead role in both the sad drama Amber Waves and the funny movie Used Cars, but it was his part as Snake Plissken in Escape from New York that made him a Hollywood star for real. Carpenter directed the movie, which showed how well Kurt could play complicated, dangerous roles. It became a cult favorite. He went back to Disney to voice Copper in The Fox and the Hound. After that, he worked with Carpenter again on the horror classic The Thing. Even though it got mixed reviews at first, The Thing has become a beloved movie that shows how well Kurt can lead exciting, scary stories. Kurt was nominated for a Golden Globe in 1983 for his part in Silkwood, which showed how good he was at playing serious, dramatic roles. The reviews for his role with Meryl Streep and Cher were great, and it added to his already excellent career. In the mid-1980s, Kurt worked with his girlfriend Goldie Hawn in the movie Swing Shift. He later went on to star in movies like The Mean Season and The Best of Times. Another Carpenter movie, Big Trouble in Little China, had him play an anti-hero truck driver. The movie got mixed reviews at first, but it later gained a devoted cult following. In the movie Overboard, which stars Goldie Hawn and Kurt, his comedic skills were on full show. This movie became a hit romance comedy, which made them even more famous as Hollywood's golden couple as Kurt Russell made a name for himself in Hollywood. The parts he played became more varied and important. Tequila Sunrise was a major movie that changed people's minds. Hollywood took another look at Kurt after this performance, recognizing him as a talented actor who can play a wide range of parts. After that, he was in Winter People and worked with Sylvester Stallone in the action movie Pact. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more celebrity stories and events, make sure you subscribe to our channel.